What's good? Praise Yah. Let's talk about writer's block because I think I've been experiencing it lately, sort of, somewhat. I'm gonna talk about that, and then I'm gonna try to do a quick little, maybe 45-minute live stream session here. If I don't come up with anything, then whatever I tried. And that's one thing I was thinking about yesterday. And I think it relates to writer's block because, like, inspiration, you can't wait for inspiration. You got to show up. Like, I try to show up daily, whether I'm feeling it or not. I show up. I take my MPC with me to work. I pull it out and I turn it on. I commit to the action. I show up. And sometimes inspiration stands me up. Let's say it's like a meeting or a date or something. Sometimes inspiration doesn't show up, but I stay consistent. I try to, even when I'm not feeling it. But I think writer's block is like anything else, like beat block. If you don't write songs, if you're just a beat maker, I'm gonna say, I hate to say when I put just in front of something like that as if to like take away from. Okay, say you don't write lyrics, but you experience, I guess, what we'd call beat block too. It's kind of it's a writer's block because you're writing music regardless, whether it's just music or if it's lyrics. But yeah, that's important. That's something that I thought of yesterday. Is like, show up daily. Don't wait for inspiration. Show up, meet inspiration, commit to the action. It doesn't always happen. But yeah, so I've been working on this song. Let me put my headphones on. And I'll pull up the chat. I was working on this song. I've got a verse, I've got a hook, and I need at least another verse, right? And I feel like there's somewhat of a block going on there. Tactical MIDI was good. I've had it this past 2 weeks. But yeah, so that's what I'm here about. Just kind of work it out through conversation, try to understand what it is. I hear some people say, I think I decided to, like, late last night when I came home from work early in the morning, put on some search songwriting on YouTube. And I think it was a video of Ed Sheeran. But I've heard it said, a few people say a writer's block doesn't exist. And he did make a point, though. He was making a point about how, like, when you first start writing songs, you're going to write a lot of bad songs. When you first start doing anything, a lot of it's going to be bad. But that's just part of the learning process, and you got to get it out, right? So, yeah. So I'm just working this out. I don't have anything prepared. I'm just raw, whatever, just trying to figure it out for myself. But I think the whole showing up for yourself, showing up to find inspiration is important, regardless if it's there or not. It's not gonna show up for you all the time, but you're gonna show up, and eventually it'll be there, right? It's kind of like good luck happens when preparation meets opportunity. That's what good luck is when preparation meets opportunity. I forget who I'm quoting exactly, but it makes sense. Like, when you're prepared, you're ready, the opportunity will present itself. So, yeah. So, I've attempted to start like maybe 3 different verses for the second verse of my song, and it's not like I wasn't writing. I was writing stuff, but I'm like, immediately after a few lines, I'm like, no, this isn't the direction that I want to take this song. This doesn't sound as cohesive as I'd want it to be with the hook and the first verse. So I did that, and I write my phone, so I have it all written out, and I don't delete anything. I try to hold on to it because maybe that could be something else at some point, or maybe it could be like, I don't know, some kind of bonus part of the song, or maybe I'll end up having 3. Maybe it'll work after I write this second verse. So yeah, so I started a couple verses. They weren't really cohesive. That isn't what I wanted, and so finally yesterday I decided to share what I had. So I made like a little TikTok, and I don't do too much on TikTok, but I decided to put it out there. And I think a big part of this whole writer's block is actually more of a fear of letting go, because after I did that, I came home too and I sat down here, I put on the beat, put on the song that I've been working on, and I started to come up with the first couple lines for another verse. Now I don't know, I haven't revisited it since last night really, but it felt better and it felt more cohesive. So I think maybe in the action of just showing up and letting go is a big part of getting over the illusion of writer's block, because I could have finished writing those verses, the ones that I was just talking about, how I didn't like them. I don't feel like they're as cohesive, or it's not the right direction that I want. I probably could have kept writing those, and I probably should, because like that is kind of action of letting go. You know what I mean? Like, and not being judgmental. When I hear songwriters, rappers talk about this, is like, I think I've heard J. Cole talk about his like 7-minute freestyle drill. Hold on a sec. Gotta turn this do not disturb on, so no interruptions on the stream. But I think I've heard him talk about that, and I think that's important, because it's a part of letting go and not being judgmental of the work and just getting it out. Because that's also one thing that Ed Sheeran was saying in the video I was watching last night. It was like, you got to make those bad songs, and just get them out, and you got that out the way. It's no longer inside you. You can move on and then start writing some good songs, man. It's all part of the process. So that might be one of my biggest hiccups with finishing this song, is being a little bit judgmental about the direction that I'm going. I should probably just, rather than judging it as where it's at, finish it, get it out, and move on. So I think it was helpful for me to at least post what I have so far, and just kind of admit that, I'm kind of stuck. It's all right, and just move on from there. So I don't know if that's the answer, but it also, another thing for me is that this song has kind of put me in limbo, where I haven't started anything new. So that's what I want to do today, is just from scratch. And then this is also a new goal of mine, is to get to a position where I'm actually comfortable writing songs on a live stream, where I could do this without fear of judgment, right? Because I think as creatives, we still kind of, as human beings, we do that, although we don't want to necessarily. Like, I'm not too proud to say I care about the perception of myself. His ultimate goal is just to be free, right? I think in the creative process, and not to care about that. So that's where I want to get at. I've done it with other things, like doing live streams. I've gotten there just by committing to the action and getting over myself. So we'll see if it works, because I know I've tried to do this a few times in a live stream, and I get inside of myself. I get anxious. So I start thinking a little too hard, and then I start holding back. I start to hear like I'm trying to like harmonize and sing, and then like it's out of key, and I'm like, oh shit, that sounds terrible. And then I freeze up kind of, and then I just like kind of retreat within myself. But yeah, I got some, I don't know, I just dropped this record on here. I'm gonna get it playing. Yeah. But what is up with y'all? So Tactical MIDI, you still in here? Tell me a little bit about what's been going on with you. Turn this up. Turn my mic up. I'm using my 4.4 Mark II as like a mixer. Got a few sources going in there before it goes into the MPC. So this process can take a while too, man. Just find something that sounds good to chop up. So like in my songwriting journey so far, I've more oftentimes than not have just turned to like Splice, so I can find something that's already, pretty dope to begin with. I think they have some cool sounds, but some nice loops to chop up. You've been using the soft clipper, the new soft clipper? I haven't even tried it yet, honestly. I had heard something in here earlier. Hey, thanks everyone watching and kicking back. If y'all want to get active in the chat, that'd be cool. Let's talk about it. I know you experienced some kind of writer's block. That's the thing with these streams, man. I don't know. Usually I don't know what direction it's going. I might not end up writing anything. I might lock up. But at least I have the chat, man. So I want to have the chat. You guys come up in the chat. Tell me what's going on with you. Like to hear about your day, about your creative process, hiccups and all that. Rico on the chat was good. You know, mostly like as I've been songwriting, I've been writing to just a sample chop without a beat, just so I can get like the main idea of my song, get the hook going. Sounds kind of cool. Some cool sounds in it. It's not in 4/4, I don't think. It's tripping me up a bit. Let me scan through a little bit. Maybe I can find something a little bit easier to grab onto. How many of y'all like sample stuff that's not in 4/4 and make it work? Because oftentimes I know a lot of times I've like gone through some records and like want to grab something but get tripped up because it's not 4/4. And I know a lot of this classical type stuff is definitely not going to just be locked into a grid. As I'm playing this, let me see if I got anything else in mind. just use that as a starting point. Chris Head, what's good? Got a KO too? I wanted one of those as soon as I saw it announced, but then ever since the Fader Gate, I've lost interest. I don't know what I'm doing here. Let's just try. Am I really gonna make a song out of a 1-bar loop? 3, 4. Okay. It's for oops. Is that 4/4? Am I tripping? Okay. I'm gonna load up one of these breaks. This one's already 93. Whoops. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sounds a little off. Okay. What up, Samurai Hill? No Lo-Fi 12XT today, no. That's what I was gonna do a stream with the Lo-Fi and the MPC or the Mark II. I had thought about it. They work well together. So I have a 3 SP4 Mark II MPC1 K2. That's what's up. Lo-Fi 12XT on the way. I'm going to combo it with Apollyon Tracker Mini. Okay, cool. Tracker Mini interested me kind of, but just the fact that you have no pads or anything, I'm not sure how I'd get along with that. Rolling CB404 on its way. All right, on. Cool. I need words. All right, so I'm starting to, let's see. Oh, check it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sometimes I was just saying numbers in rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I get my drum. I got a flash drive with all my drum kits on it. I know where it's at. I'm always unprepared with at least one thing. Let's see. Where is my flash drive? Maybe in here. There it is. Got all my drum kits right here. I wonder if I had a drum kit that was, I never do this, but I had this drum kit I was messing with yesterday. If I can go in the project folder and see if I can just load that. Okay, what was it called? I forget how to get right into the folder, the project folders. I don't want to accidentally load up a project. It's the project file. Where are the folders at? Hide project data folder. I gotta uncheck that. Okay. It's July, so it was called July something. I usually just name these by the day. HIJ, July. Okay, project data. Ooh, but if I load this, I have to change the name of this. Okay, and then load drums XPM. Rather than try to build a whole kit right now, I don't think that's a wise use of my time if I'm trying to write a song. Oh, okay. That messed up. Didn't want any of that. So what else I was doing? That chops and chop back. Slow this down a bit. Sample. It's gonna get annoying quick if I don't come up with some lyrics. Sometimes you get way more by hooking up two boxes. Yeah, I'm trying to get over that. Like I'm real like minimalistic when I sit down. Although I have quite a bit of gear, I don't like to usually hook it up together. But I'm starting to see some of the benefits of that. Like if I was working with drum breaks, this works better at like beat matching in real time versus this. It's just better. So if I wanted to work that way with like drum breaks, then this is a good little setup like this, amongst other setups that people probably work with. Like I can get some cables and go in here and come back in here, you know what I mean? Use the effects and all that. But Okay, so I need a song idea. I've been blocked by myself. I think I'm stalling. I'm starting to get some of that. I'm starting to get into retreating into myself. Let it go without your hand. Let it go. It ain't your hand. Let's just do. That ain't it, but. Let me try. Yeah. Yeah. Come on, let's go. Come on, know that I do. I praise ya. Know that I do. Praise ya. Know that I do. Ooh. I'm out of keys. I'm trying. I think I'm getting a little bit better at staying in key, but it's definitely far from perfect. Yeah, I praise ya. Know that I do. Let it go. Choking up here. Y'all over here talking about gear. So has getting some of this gear helped y'all get out of writer's block? Because it was kind of the topic. I know we always kind of revert to talking about gear in here, though. I praise ya, and all that I do. Ooh, I praise ya, and all that I do. Ooh, I praise ya, all that I do. Ooh, I praise ya, and all that I do. praise Yah in all that I do. Ooh, I praise Yah. I praise Yah in all that I do. I praise Yah. Okay, so here I am. I'm just gonna go with it because if I don't, then I think I'm not being true to like what I was talking about earlier. Is just like showing up, not waiting for inspiration, showing up, and then like putting in your work and letting it go. Because either it'll be something good or it won't. It'll be trash, right? Or somewhere in between. So we just go with this. Yeah, shit. If y'all could throw some random words out there for like song topic ideas, you don't gotta write like a song topic, just like a single word or something. I'm not trying to be like Harry Mack or nothing, but yeah, sometimes it helps to have just a random idea to build off of. If you guys got anything, just throw it out there. What I will do, what I will do, and what I want to, I show up and let go. Why did I? Just kind of awkward the way I recorded that vocal. Makes me not want to put the kick on the one. I guess I don't need to. You can break your rules sometimes. Like, why? That's a question. Do you guys always put a kick on the one? As I know I do. Like, it's kind of like a little rule. Put the kick on the one. I know I've heard Jay Dilla not always put the kick on the one. But the way I recorded this is making me not want to put a kick on the one. Let's see. Hold on, let me turn TC off. That's weird. Yeah, check it. 1, 2, 3, hops. Yeah, yeah, all this time. I've been wasting time. I pray y'all understand. Timing on the drums ain't great. Yeah. Guess that's why you can't just start with drums every time, because you're saying, Chris, you're saying that like everything depends on like the melody of what you're doing. So do you like start with melody first, like exclusively? I know I used to start with drums more exclusively. Now I hate doing that. Like, I just feel like the drums, they don't come out the same when I start with the drums. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I seriously always pull the 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, I take my time. Really got nothing. It'd take a miracle for me to come up with something. I praise y'all all the time, everything I do. Maybe I shouldn't be trying to sing here, okay? Just rap. Yeah, say 1, 2, Yeah, check. Raleigh rock, rap, big, it's kind of damn, hang up, damn, about it in the bag, yeah. One thing I want to do is learn some more poetry schemes, because I just free write. I don't follow any type of schematic or ABBA kind of rhyme schemes. When you guys write, if any of y'all are writing, do you know like the types of poetry? Like, I really don't. I'm ignorant to it. I've never tried to study it. Randomly one morning though, it was kind of weird, as I woke up and I walk into the kitchen to go like make coffee, and then like throughout the day, the term iambic pentameter just like pops up in my head, and so I just keep saying that to myself. I don't know, randomly, iambic pentameter. So I did look it up a little bit and try to figure out what it is, and kind of learned. I don't know if I remember. I haven't revisited that or tried to write anything in that way quite yet. There goes my camera. Let me switch this back to the overhead. So yeah, I'll see if I can think of what iambic pentameter is like. It's a da dum 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 da dum. Is that 5? I think it's 5. Let me see if I can look up. Where's my camera at? Let's see an example. Example of an iambic pentameter. The opening passage of Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet. Two households, both alike in dignity, in fair Verona. Okay. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Iambic pentameter. I ate my sister's soup and it was good. I can't make rhymes when I am fast asleep. I wish that you and I were in Japan. I don't know if it's gonna fit this. She likes to drink her tea with jam and bread. I ate my sister's soup and it was good. Let's see if I can study this a little bit. Oh, this one, that's one I remember. Maybe this could be the hook. If music be the food of love, play on. If music be the food of love, play on. Oh, that this too solid flesh would melt. The soft would light through yonder window breaks. If music be the food of love, play on. Oh, that is too solid flesh would melt. The soft would light through yonder window breaks. I should definitely do a whole iambic pentameter song. I feel like that's kind of like iambic pentameter was used a lot. When I hear it, it makes me think of like some older school rap. Like people, like rappers were actually using this formula. Like I swear, like early, like Tupac sounded like this to me. In poetry, two syllables together are called a foot. So in a line of poetry, the cat would be considered 1 foot. The cat. So it's like the cat. That's an I am, right? If you say the words and the is unstressed and cat is stressed, can be presented as the dumb, the cat, the dumb, the dumb, the dumb, the dumb, the dumb, the dumb. Okay. Poetry meter refers to the pattern of syllables in a line. Penta means 5. Pentagram, 5-sided figure in math or pentatonics, a super popular a cappella group with 5. Okay. Therefore, iambic pentameter refers to a line of poetry that has 5 feet of I ams. The dumb, the dumb, the dumb, the dumb, the dumb. Okay. But soft what light through yonder window breaks. But soft what light through yonder window breaks. Oh, this. I wish that you and I were in Japan. Damn. To those who work. I think that might be an I am. Y'all seen this? Like on my wall. Good things come to those who slightly sounds like I am. Good things come to those who work. Well, maybe not. Good things come to those who work. Good things come to those who work hard. That's short of an I am. Make me laugh. See what key we're in.
take my time, write a rhyme, write it down. See the things in my sight, see the sounds. Visualize. Visualize. What's the prize? What's the vision in my eyes? I don't know. In my heart, in my conscience, I praise Yah in everything that I do. It don't stop through and through. Steps of a righteous man, got about a see us all to the break of dawn. Everyone feel it, see him gone. Son, yeah, see it never stop. My soul's my dad. Check it out, come on. It's probably about a rap in a place to be. It's hip hop, but it don't stop. This is on my name, what I claim to be. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Come on. Yeah. I get hyped.
What up, 88 Keys, Apex, Madman Jordy, what's good? me see if I can tighten the drums up, and if I quantize it, that sounds good or bad. I'm gonna get to the chat in a minute. I'm just trying to like zone in, hone in on him. Praise y'all. I'm bright. Damn. Yeah. Most high. I praise y'all. And everything that I do, I say y'all. I praise y'all and everything that I do. Say, take a break. Let's see. Questions, comments. All right. Greetings, brother. Okay, no ego. Did you decide if you're selling your 404 Mark II? I decided not to sell it. I know things always change, but no, I'm not selling it right now. I'm actually building a new sample pack with it, so definitely won't sell it till I'm done with that. But I think the SP is really good for making sample packs. So far, I made one. If you guys haven't picked it up, I stole these sounds. The link is at the top of the description. You can pick it up for $1 if you haven't yet, or pay what you want, support the channel. But yeah, it's if you have the SP, well, it doesn't work if you're on the Lo-Fi 12XT. You can take it, and I don't know if you've seen the converter, because everything in the Lo-Fi 12XT is mono. It only plays mono samples, but it has a really good built-in converter that'll convert everything into mono, and then you can choose whether it's 24-bit or 12-bit. So I did that with my Lo-Fi 12XT with my stole these sound sample pack. So they'll work in that way, but it's a good pack, I think, for the SP and also for the Lo-Fi 12XT and possibly the sample track too. I haven't tried it in the sample track. But it's cool because it's got drums, but then it's also got one-shot instrument samples, so you can play melodies and chords and all that. And the SP's got a nice chromatic mode, and the Lo-Fi 12XT has a really nice chromatic mode as well. So if you guys want to try it out, go check it out. But yeah, so I'm hanging on to the SP404 for that reason. Well, that's got me holding on to it. I like it a lot. I think I forgot that it's actually one of my favorite SPs because I wasn't using it for a while. I got the Lo-Fi 12XT. I started using that, and I got the MPC 500, and so I hadn't touched it in a while. But before that, it was really just, it's a great piece to come up with. So I think I've come up with at least 2 out of my 8 songs that I've recorded and shared online started here in SP. So I think it's a great way to come up with song ideas. So yeah, there's a lot of great reasons for me to keep it. Okay, where we at? I don't think the 404 Mark II is going anywhere soon at Lifted Noise Castle. He had a gas wobble, but he's fine now. Yeah. I mean, the gas is still kind of, I mean, it goes away for a while, I think. But I mean, that's just human nature and stuff. what lately is mostly really getting my attention is the Push 3, but actually wildly enough, the Akai Force has been on my radar because man, you can get those things for like half the price of a new one, and it just seems like it wouldn't be a stretch from the MPC because it runs like the same software, like a lot of the user interface is the same, and then I could even put all my instruments in there. So that would be cool because right now I'm in the mode of like I want to compose my own music. Also, aside from sampling, but I don't want to do it with a keyboard. That is kind of, I know I'm so back and forth and stuff because I was hooked on the Key 37 for a minute because I've always wanted to learn to play the keys and I never really did too well. I didn't learn how to play scales, and that was really helping for that, and it's a great tool for that. But I've also got on this, since using the 404 Mark II, on this mode of creating melodies from pads, and that can be really fun too. But I think just having 16 pads is kind of it's kind of limiting. So I was just looking at the Force and like the Push 3 having like 64 pads. You can go do different octaves and all that, and that looks, I kind of want to experience that. I usually sing rubbish to get phrasing, then find words later, for sure. Yeah, that's how it goes. Adding the KO2 has added a new toy into the studio, you get different results and directions. Yeah, I mean, I agree with that. It's like getting a new member of the band. Drums first can kind of dictate the music, so I keep initial drums basic, so I'm not pre-coasting, throwing them out. Yeah, okay. Makes sense. Then the vibe is happening, music riffs, vocals just fall out of the sky, no idea where they come from. Yeah, I feel you too, man. Like sometimes it just, yeah, that's why I praise y'all, I don't know how much of this is in my control, really. That's why I got to show up, man, because inspiration will strike. What's your thought on the 12XT, and you prefer MPC to make a quick idea? I think the Lo-Fi 12XT is really nice for coming up with quick ideas. You can load samples pretty quick, sample and chop very quickly. It's flexible. The sequencer is really good, and but ultimately, like I've been on the MPC since I was 18, since the 1000, and I'm just really, I think I'll always return to the MPC. I don't go very long in my life without owning at least one of them. So, and as it is now, I do like using different machines to come up with ideas. Like I said, I was talking about the 404 Mark II, come up with ideas like that. And then I usually put them in here because ultimately the MPC line as is today is the best thing if you want to stay away from computer for finishing songs. And I don't know about the Force. The Force might be really, I think it's right there with it probably, but you'd have to be used to that workflow that I haven't tried yet. My version of your vocal, the down backing, all down, down, down for you. I'm not sure. Thank you, Crescent. I appreciate that. Yeah, I appreciate that on the sample pack. I'm gonna go take a quick bathroom break. See, I'm coming up on over an hour, and then I am going to see if I can come up with something, some kind of hook. And I'll be right back. sure why I didn't turn the metronome off at this point. Yeah, shit. The possibilities of the MPC are big, but also limited, in your opinion. So, limited, like compared to using a computer. Is that what you're saying? I mean, that's what I prefer, though. Actually, I think it does have a lot of possibilities. Like you can, I mean, it's whatever you put into it. You can sample anything. You got plenty of instruments. You could sample any instrument if the instruments in here they're not really your taste, but I mean, you could really mix something down in this, and you're good. 4 albums plus single on the MPC one. It's full studio in a box. Sure, it's not as expansive as a DAW, but also not distracting like a DAW with a million options to all over. Yeah. Stop using Logic once I got the MPC one. Yeah, man, I was big on Logic too before moving back eventually to the MPC. And I just like completely don't even use a computer now. I don't know. I kind of do feel like giving up on this. I don't know. I feel like I showed up at least. In a DAW, I can move more free and make faster changes. Well, I think that's just a matter of what do you use? Do you use which MPC do you use? I think it's just a matter of getting used to it. So, I mean, you still have the DAW. I bet you if you sat down just with the MPC for like a month, you could move around pretty quickly. I guess it's a matter of just using a mouse versus using your hands, but all right, well, I think I'll save this and maybe see if I can come up with something, some kind of vocal for it later, some kind of, I mean, song idea, hook idea. What is the date today? This is how I name my stuff. Usually July 9th, so 070924. That's it. Oh, there's a lot of files on there I don't need, so I'm gonna purge those. All right, well, I don't got too much time before I go to work, so I appreciate y'all kicking it with me today. Thanks for sitting here. Yeah, I like the song arranger on the MPC too. The song mode, I don't, at this point, I don't think I'd want a linear arranger in this thing. I like how it works. I've started to develop like a process for songwriting that works for me, so I like it. Yeah, and it's all good. I mean, if your setup is a hybrid setup, that is cool, you know. I appreciate it, Cresshead. Thank you for always showing up, man, and being a positive encouragement, man. Nuke to 3, what's up? Workflow is on everything you use, DAW or hardware, whatever you get used to using. Yeah, plain and simple. Yeah, Logic has a great workflow. That's dope. What DAW do you use? What DAW do you use? I think Logic was the best workflow for me. I tried to do Ableton. I tried to look at it, but I never really gave it any time. But Logic always made sense. You know, I loved how you can just like instantly you just make a loop and then instantly it can just loop endlessly. That's cool. And then you can build on top of that. This is one of the things I remember. But yeah, Logic is is a good workflow. But for me, ultimately, I think my choices came down to there wasn't a good way of, at least there wasn't a way of sampling into it that matches an MPC. And then also, I must be hungry. Also, just having the endless options. Like I had a laptop with all kinds of instruments and plugins and stuff. That was another thing. And then the distractions of the internet, which I can do on my own, on my phone too, you know. But, and then also another thing, I think another big thing for me was like troubleshooting issues, like just random issues, or you know what I mean, just things just not talking well with each other, that kind of deal. Just having to deal with that. With the MPC, I've never had any super crazy issues. I turned it on, it's solid and reliable. I can just get to work, sample, you know what I mean, play some instruments, add some drums. Nuke the 3, y'all hear my stomach growling. MPC standalone via FL Studio. Okay, I use FL Studio for beats, also MPC for beats, and a few days ago I bought a MKII. Cool. Then the Sun, what's up, man? Yeah, I'm about to get off of here actually. Thanks for dropping in though. But I started with FL Studio. It was the first thing I ever made beats on, from what I remember. Yeah, that's a cool workflow too. But yeah, I don't think I'll be going back. MPC ultimately, like, I think I can look at it my DAW, because I kind of look at it that way that you guys look at it. Maybe you start something on the MPC and then finish it in the DAW. I start stuff on the SP and then finish it in the MPC hardware. Or started on the Lo-Fi 12 XT. You know, I've been talking to Ghetto Styles about my hesitation on DAWs, but I really want to dive into it. Ableton or FL Studio? Oh, okay. Why do you feel that you want to dive into DAWs? You know, being that you've been on making music on hardware for a time now. You know, you got a bunch of different pieces. What is it about the DAW that you're looking to find? Is it just another form of gas for you? I know we all can relate on that. Or was it the push 3 thing? Because I know you had some interest in the push 3, but a lot of people out there are saying you can't really use push 3 without the DAW. If you wanted to arrange, I bet you that's just a limited mind state though. There may not be a arranger, but I'm sure you could. I bet you could do something with it, have some kind of workaround. But also, I just seen today, I didn't watch it. I think it was Tetro. I think there's an update for. Have y'all seen that? Anybody on Push 3? But I think there was just today there was an update. I gotta look into it. Maybe they've added an arranger or something. Not happy with your finished product. I will continue to cook on my gear, but I'm learning that some beat makers are putting their finished beats through DAWs. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, bro, you got an MPC-X. I would, instead of trying to learn, I mean, ultimately do what you feel, right? Do what you think is best. But this is what I think is best. I'm going to assume, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, that you didn't go to like audio engineering school. So, because you have two options here. You think that maybe your sound will sound better if you acquire a DAW and learn a DAW. So you can learn a DAW, which is going to take you some time. Or you can learn some principles of mixing and apply that in your MPC. I think either way is going to be the longer route if you go to a DAW, because you're going to have to learn a whole new DAW, right? And then you're going to find out that it's really not about the DAW. It's actually about the mixing concepts and principles. So you're gonna get the DAW. You're gonna have access to unlimited plugins, right? But you're not necessarily gonna know how to use them properly. So I would just learn first if you can, and maybe this will help you. This is always like one of the things that I suggest. I don't know if I always apply it to myself. So, humans are kind of hypocrites. So I could be a hypocrite. But learning something new with the gear that you have. Your MPC X or your Live 2, very capable of mixing. It's got a ton of stuff. I don't know if you ever used like an older MPC, man. They had like 3 effects in it. But you have 4 inserts per sound, per channel. Then you could throw it through sub mixes and add more. So I would say go learn some of that stuff. Go check out the Crates Motel. He's like a mix engineer, mastering engineer, and he does video content specifically on mixing in the MPC, and he's got an MPC 1. So I think I would start with there, That's what I was saying. Like, that's one way to get over gas, because it seems like it possibly getting a DAW is just another form of gas for software versus hardware that you're used to. So yeah, that's one of the methods, is learn something new. So if the question is, can you do what you're trying to do with that new software with the gear that you have now? So I would just do that, man. I think I ran on about that. Just learn some more mixing concepts. If you want to get your drums better, put them in a sub mix and put some compression on there. Put some compression on there. Learn the mother ducker. Run your drums to trigger in the input, and then to trigger your main sample, and then just mess with that. Get that ducking effect. Get that side chain going. And have you messed with the master? Put a limiter on your master. You want it to be a bit louder, knock a bit harder. Look into some basics of mastering. It could all be done in the MPC. The tools are there to do it. Just got to learn it a little bit. Push 3 updates, fix some things, and added a new feature, but still no Ranger yet. Okay. Yeah, chat was good. Can beats be finished on the low 512XT? Sure. I haven't finished any, but I'm sure it can be. I think. See, that's one thing. That's why I kind of want to get Push 3 standalone. So, like, kind of prove that you need a Ranger to finish stuff wrong. Because you can finish beats in anything, man. It's a sampler. You can finish, ultimately, if you have some kind of resample function, you just resample itself and then you're done. Yeah, and then Classic Thought, you got Reaper. That's free if you want to try that. Whatever works for you. Appreciate the feedback. For real, really think what I have to do, really learn, get my mix game up. For sure. Start there at least. I mean, it's going to get you busy. And then if you do decide to get into a DAW, when you do pull up some of those plugins in the DAW, you'll have a better understanding, Really was searching for answers. So I believe you answered the question myself. Appreciate you. Appreciate you too, man. No doubt. No doubt. Yeah. All right. Well, hey, I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to get off here so I can get ready for work. Peace, y'all. All love. Y'all bless. Come on. Keep running with your dreams.